Good morning, everybody. My name is John. I'm a library assistant here at the Harlingen Public Library. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about a at-home skincare, DIY. How to take care of your skin at home. So to get started, what you want to do is basically do research. Of course, you want to make sure that what you're putting into your body is going to be best for you. You don't want to get materials or products that are going to be harmful to your skin or even the environment. You want to make sure that what you're putting out or putting into yourself is also going to be safe when you throw away that product. Nowadays with pollution and everything like that, we want to make sure that we have the best, world possible for us and our future. When you're doing your research, you want to make sure you're either Googling or whatever search engine you're using to look up ingredients. You can even go to company websites to see what they use in their product specifically. And if you're not sure as to what the product is, you can always look that information up as well, or even contact the company and ask them what it's used for. You want to make sure that you're not going to have any kind of allergic reactions or it's going to affect like your skin in the long run. What I mean is that you want to avoid any kind of irritations. I know when I first started using certain skincare products, I believe it was a toner, and I had never used anything like that on my skin before. So when I thought, okay, let me just put it all over and it'll work, I ended up breaking out more on my skin. And don't get me wrong, the breakout part of it, in my opinion, of course, it freaks you out. You know what I mean? It freaks you out in the beginning to thinking like, oh my God, this is messing up my skin. I'm going to look horrible. But you have to think about the products and what they're doing for your skin. When you first use a product, what it's going to do, it's going to bring everything that's underneath the surface of your skin, and it's going to bring it to the surface to remove it. So any blackheads, any pimples, blemishes, anything like that you have underneath your skin are going to come to the surface. So you want to make sure that not to be scared right off the bat. If you're unsure that you're going to have an allergic reaction to it, you can always go to the middle part of your skin on your wrist area. So basically, if you put your hand out towards yourself, like you're facing your palm, the inner part of your forearm, which is the wrist area, you can put a little bit of a dot or rub some of the product on there and see within about a 20-minute time frame if you have any kind of allergic reaction. If you do, then you don't want to continue with that product. If it's okay, then okay, go ahead and start gently, either massaging it into your skin or exfoliating whatever product you're going to be using. Nowadays, with skincare and beauty products, the companies themselves are trying to be more eco-friendly and more cruelty-free. So you want to find products that are also going to be good for you, but also for that as well, because you just want to do what's best, for the environment and for yourself. Now, if you look at this next slide here, it's a basic beginner skincare routine. You've never really done any kind of steps in your routine. This would be like a basic skincare. So it's going to be cleansing the face first. You want to make sure to remove any kind of product from your face, oils, dirt. If you have makeup on, you want to remove that as well. There's also toner. Toner is an astringent. What it does is it takes off also any excess oils. It also minimizes your pores as well to shrink them so that they're not inputting more of, like, say, oils coming into your skin, or if you put more makeup on top, it's not going to clog your pores. After you tone, you also want to moisturize your skin. We always want to make sure our skin looks really nice and moisturized and healthy. Some of us that don't take a lot of water into ourselves want to make sure that we're doing this for our bodies as well, because if you're not getting that moisture internally through drinking water, you want to do it on the outside so that way your skin looks glowing and radiant and stuff like that. Another thing too is SPF or sunscreen. You want to make sure that you're putting that on your skin. A lot of people think, oh, I'm not going to the beach. Okay, you don't have to go to the beach to be wearing sunscreen. What this does is, because the sun's rays The UVA and UVB rays, they do tend to affect our skin to where it increases the chance of us aging faster. And also, you know, with skin cancer, a lot of people don't want to have that either. So it's always best, regardless of skin tone or ethnicity, you want to make sure that you use on a daily as sunscreen. If you don't want to put it on your arms, you don't have to. It's just totally up to you. But you want to make sure your face is protected and your neck area. So then going down to our next topic over here is going to be the makeup and the removal and how to basically cleanse your face. So basically, this is a normal face kind of picture. You can see the pores right here at the bottom. And then I basically found a little bit of makeup here and made it look, you know, to where you can see it kind of like on your face. So basically all these little pores in this section are going to soak up that liquid makeup. Even if it's not liquid, the powder will still get in there with the sweat and the oils that you produce naturally. They're going to get in there and it's going to clog up your pores. And what that does is it causes bacteria to form. So the pimples and the blackheads, whiteheads, whatever you might have, they consume all that and they want to, basically that's how they come out on your skin. So you want to try to avoid that and make sure that you don't have any kind of issues with that kind of makeup problem. A lot of people think, oh, okay, well, I can just remove it with a makeup wipe. Makeup removers or wipes do not always work. Basically what they're doing, it's like here on the left side with the orange. The orange, you see all these little rinds and stuff. If you put makeup on it and you work it in and stuff like that and try to take it off with a makeup wipe, it's only going to take off the surface part. Anything that's inside the pores is still going to be in there. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be putting more layers and layers of makeup on top of the old makeup that's there. Even if you wash your face daily and stuff like that, it's not always going to come out of your skin. You want to make sure that you're using either an oil cleanser to remove your makeup. So like you can see here on the bottom, she's using some kind of foaming cleanser, or maybe even her cleanser just foams. Here are some examples of some wipes that you could use. Again, some of them are vegan and cruelty-free. So for makeup removal, like I said, you want to try an oil cleanser. There's all kinds of products, and of course, everything is expensive, especially if it's a product that's good. But if you find something that you like, you want to try to stick with that, unless you find something else that works for your skin later on. Our skin itself naturally, it gets used to certain products sometimes. You know what I mean? I used a certain product. I'm not going to name names. It's a skincare product that is supposed to remove, you know, pimples, blackheads, all that stuff. And I tried it for a couple days, for the first 3 days that it said to use it, and my skin cleared up. After that, my skin started getting very tight and dry, and it ended up making my skin worse after. I broke out even worse than that. So I stopped using it, and I ended up finding a product later that is a facial scrub, and it is a facial scrub that has sea salt in it. And you don't want to always wash your face with products like a scrub daily, just because you're removing a lot of dead skin and stuff from your face, and it's basically gonna kind of irritate your skin. You want to do facial scrubs normally like twice a week, sometimes 3 times out of the week, just depending on how either dirty or how built up of, I guess, your skin gets. If you feel like your skin is very like ugly in that sense, you want to make sure to remove that, you know, so that you're not just going to bed and sleeping with it, because then again, sweat, bacteria, oils build up and everything like that is going to clog your pores, and it's going to cause more breakouts and acne. So going on to the next slide, we are going to be talking about some oils that are good for your skin. Right here we have a list from this website that I found. But it just depends on your skin. Not everybody is familiar with their skin type. Some people will say that they have really oily skin, and it's only their T-zone area. The T-zone area is obviously the top of your forehead area going down the bridge of your nose. And then some people have it underneath their lip, on the top part of the lip, or even, which is basically, this is the T-zone right here in this area. And then upper lip also can sometimes get sweaty, and underneath the lips. It just depends. Even underneath your eyelids here, the eyelids also can create oils, natural oils, for that don't help your makeup stay on as long. So these kinds of oils you want to try according to your, skin type, and also like if you don't have any allergies, you want to try these just to try them out. For the cleansing oils, you want to find something that's going to remove either liquids, liquid makeup. Even without liquid makeup, it'll still remove it. I don't think I mentioned this, but when you're looking for products, you also want to stay with what's within your budget. I know not everybody can afford all the products and stuff like that, but if you find something that you like and you can afford it, purchase it, for yourself. Some people have makeup as their outlet of expressing themselves and having really nice skin. If that's something that you're into, go ahead and do it. Keep up with your skin. You want to make sure that your skin is nice and glowing, so that way it looks good and you look good. Not that you don't look good without it. It's just, some people have it different because of genetics. Some people will forever have acne or forever have issues with their skin because of some kind of health issue. We want to just try to make ourselves feel clean and healthy when we're doing our skincare routine. So with that kind of stuff, you want to just look up and research those products to see what you can afford and what you can stay within your budget to spend. Some type of tools, which I'm going to go into now, are that you can use. These are some tools that they use in the dermatology offices. So if you go to a dermatologist's office, they're going to be using similar tools like this to extract any kind of pimples, acne, anything that you might have, blemishes and stuff like that. So if you have any of these tools, please use them carefully. You don't want to overuse them or even hurt yourself when you're using them. If you're not sure how to use them, go to a doctor, a dermatologist. You want to make sure you get it done professionally, even if it is expensive. You want to make sure that you're constantly making sure your skin is healthy, nice and clean. And these types of tools will help you. Normally, these are the ones that they sell on the market with this little handle here. And this is to take out any, you could take out blackheads, you could take out whiteheads. It's just bacteria and oil that builds up in your skin, and that's basically what comes out afterwards. Now on to our next slide, we're going to be talking about the final thing, which is basically back to the slide that we had before. It's a cleanse, tone, the moisturize, and sunscreen. There's all different types of cleansers out there. Again, like I said, you choose what you want for your skin. There's some that have all natural ingredients. There's some that have chemicals or even medicated for your skin. The toners, a lot of them are witch hazel, or they're more alcoholic-based astringents. And then moisturizers, there's all kinds of moisturizers. I know a lot of people go to our local either grocery or pharmacy stores to get certain products. You want to find something that's closer, like I said, to your price range and your budget and what you can access. Of course, these are more mainstream, the ones that you can buy in your local grocery store and stuff like that. And if you purchase from the websites, I know a lot of websites offer discounts to first-time customers. This is a great thing, because you can always, sometimes they'll send you samples. You can always ask them, I'm not sure if I want to try your product, but is there any way I can get a sample to try, instead of me having to purchase a big bottle and then I don't even like it, Sometimes companies will send you trial sizes or even small little sample packets, for you to try. Here we have a few links for DIY at-home skincare. So If you click some of these links, I mean, you can't click them here, but if you do find these links here and you want to visit them, we'll show you how to create your own products at home if you don't want to go out and buy your own. Again, it's based on your skincare and your preference of product. If you're unsure as to what will work for you, like say for instance, a recipe will call for citrus and you don't like citrus in your product. If you want something that smells more like a berry, or something that smells cleaner like cotton or fresh linen or something like that, you want to make sure any kind of oils, like essential oils or even oils that you're going to put into this product, are able to be put into this product. You can contact the people that give out these recipes and see if they have any kind of tips. You can, basically play around with it. I mean, if you're going to make some at home for these types of recipes, homemade sunscreen, homemade moisturizers, face masks, stuff like that, facial cleanser, you want to try it on the inside part of your wrist area. So it is just different ideas of what you can do, to do this for yourself. There's also some other tools that you can use to remove any kind of like blackheads, whiteheads, stuff like that. Like I mentioned before, they do sell products like this that come with different nozzles, and it's a suction basically. So basically it's removing any kind of dead skin, any oils and bacteria that's going to come out of your skin. There's also face masks that you can do, and facial scrubs. Like I mentioned earlier, I use a facial scrub. There are tons of facial scrubs out there that you can create on your own. And there was one that I was going to share with you here, which I don't think I have, but it is a kiwi and avocado facial scrub. Basically, you can use either jojoba oil, you can use almond oil, any kind of oil you want. Some people like to use olive oil. I wouldn't recommend olive oil because it's not all that great for the skin. So if it's an oil for facial oils, massage oils, stuff like that, you want to use something similar to that range. So the recipe that I found, which you can also tweak and use, it was basically just the oil. You can use 1 or 2 different types of oils if you like to. You can use shea butter, you can use cocoa butter, whatever you prefer. And basically it's just avocado. You can use either 1 whole or half of an avocado, and then kiwi. If you want to keep the seeds in there, you can. If you don't like the seeds, you can always take them out. I would leave the seeds in there just because it would be more of an exfoliant when you're using it. And this is basically a natural mask, a facial mask. If you wanted to create it into a scrub, you would either use either sea salt or sugar. Sugar is a great scrub. A lot of people use sugar scrubs for their body, sometimes for their face, but salt is a little bit more aggressive depending on how big the grains are. The bigger the grains, I believe, is more exfoliating to the skin. So if you have really dry skin or anything that you want to remove, like patches, stuff like that, you can always use a scrub like that, with coarse sea salt. And then some people will have products like this, which is a little mini fridge to put their products into. You always want to make sure your products are in a cool, dry place. And that also is really great. If you have eye creams or serums that you use, when you put them on your skin, it feels cooling. It feels great on your skin. So you want to make sure that, like I said, what you're putting on your skin is going to make you feel good. And then going down to the last slide here, beauty reminder. Beauty is good for the soul. So you always want to make sure you pamper yourself first. Self-care is very important. We want to be able to take care of ourselves first before we can help anyone else. I know a lot of us are so used to taking care of other people. We all have different schedules. So, I mean, some of us have families, and we all have different work schedules to begin with too. So we don't want to overstress ourselves. There's a few quotes here that I really found, to be inspiring. Taking care of myself doesn't mean me first, it means me too. You know, we always, like I said, want to make sure that we're doing our best. Self-care is how you take your power back. Taking care of yourself is just as important as taking care of your family. Don't feel guilty for doing what's best for you. Making yourself a priority. Saying no can be the best form of self-care. So sometimes we do have to take care of others, but sometimes when it's our turn, we want to be pampered. You know, we want people to take care of us sometimes because it does get stressful. Even if it's just going to get a pedicure or splurging on a product like a skincare product for yourself. You know, you want to feel good about yourself, or you want to, you know, do something for you, do it. You know, I mean, if it's something that you can afford, like I said, to do, and you want to feel good about yourself, or even just do it in general, just do it. Like I mentioned, you know, we do work hard for ourselves. So, I mean, we're trying to do everything best for ourselves. I want to thank you all so much for, you know, for taking the time to listen and going through the slides with me, some of the tips that you can do. If you do have any other questions, or if you want to know more about skincare, you can always contact us here at the library. You can contact our reference department, either through email, reference@harlingenlibrary.com, or you can also call us at the telephone here. The number is 956-216-5821. And, you know, if you have any little questions, or even want to know more about skincare, you know, feel free to message us on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you see this video, you know. And I hope you all have a good day.